we've been raped, robbing, and murdering y'all for 500 years. No one still haven't came and saved y'all yet. Right? And that's why they continue to do what they do, because like it says in the Bible, their inward thoughts is that this shall last forever. Ain't nobody gonna redeem us, because they look at us as that low of a people.
It's just like us out here on this highway and byway. They look at us, they see us out here every week for years, and they say, y'all been prophesying, y'all been saying this is gonna happen. When is it gonna happen? It ain't happened yet. You know, things happen, and then it seems like things just go back to normal. You know, so I got a precept. This is Judah 5, verse 20. It says, now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. So whenever we sin, they know they can come up against us. Whenever we're righteous and we don't sin, then they know ain't no hope for them. Ain't nothing they can do. They're going to become a reproach.
I got a precept too. I'm going to bring up that precept that I just spoke about, Psalms 49:11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands by their own names. Right? So they think they rightfully, what they doing is rightfully so. Right? They think that there's just for, not just, but yeah, like I said, they think that what they doing is rightfully so. That we supposed to remain in this condition, a low people, a base people, for forever and ever.
And they don't think they're going to be judged for it. This is Psalms 9, verse 16. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executes. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Hagoin Salah. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God.
So, like it just said, and all the nations that forget God.
You want a Christmas present?
Nah, we okay.
Huh?
I said, nah, we all right. Psalms 9 and 16, like the brother just read, right? Yeah, so the Lord is known for the judgment that he execute, right? You go back to the book of Exodus when he saved us out of Egypt, right? That's when his name was glorified in that time, right? He saved our people out of Egypt amongst one of the most powerfulest men of the earth at that time, right? And that's what's gonna happen today. In this time, right? He's gonna save us from from Babylon the Great, the rulers of mystery, Babylon the Great, and all the other kings of the earth. And his name gonna be glorified, like it just said. He is known for the judgment that he executes. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say
They was
something.
out here trying to, what they was doing?
That's why I said ignore him, man. He talking about Christmas present. We don't celebrate Christmas, and all he was gonna do was some funny shit.
Yeah, that's it. Because he see what we out here doing.
Yeah. So it took his spirit. It afflicted his spirit so much just seeing us out here like this that he had to stop and try to get on some funny shit. You
Never
see what
trust
I'm
our
saying?
enemy, man. We
See?
would walk up to that car, no telling what would happen.
You see what I'm saying? So, you know, he an Edomite, like the brother said, never trust thy enemy. You got to be smart, man. The wisdom and knowledge during these end times when all hell break loose, that's going to be a stability of having that wisdom and knowledge. Now, if you ain't got that wisdom and knowledge, you a wacky-tacky Christian, you probably walk up to his car. You know, ain't no telling what the fuck would have happened to you. You know, so you got to be smart, man. These Edomites, you know, they bad. You know, like me and the brother was talking about before camp. We said the Christians, they getting prepared to come on the highways and byways and try to come up against us and debate with us. They getting their little precept packages and all that shit together. The small hats, they doing it too. You've been seeing a lot of videos online of brothers debating against small hats. You've been seeing a lot of videos online of evangelists, of Jehovah's Witness, of Christians coming out on the highways and byways and trying to battle against the brothers. That's only going to happen more and more and more. But to the brother point of this title of this video, they going to be judged for that shit, man. They going to be judged. They know what they doing. And they going to get judged for it. You want me to get Matthew 25?
Yeah.
All right, this is Matthew 25, verse 1. It says, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. What's up, man?
Guys.
What's going on?
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Huh?
Yeah.
Now you know. Now you know. Are you a Christian?
Actually, I'm a Baha'i.
What's that?
There was a prophet in Iran like 786 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and his name was Baha'u'llah.
Okay.
And he was a normal man, but he saw all the different wars between all the different religions going on, and it saddened him so much that he became a hermit and went to a cave and prayed for 30 years to God. What's your religion? How do I help these people? What do I do? But God came to him and said, all religions stem from the same God. There is different messages for different people at different times.
I disagree with that, but
Well, no, listen. Okay, I have studied all the holy books, and I
Yeah.
tell you what, I believe in Jesus Christ, Heavenly Father, and the Holy Spirit.
Okay.
Okay, but philosophically, I'm a Buddhist, and religiously, I'm a Baha'i.
Buddhist is a different lord than what you would call.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
no. See, you're wrong. I have studied all the holy books
Yeah, okay.
of all the religions that I know of on this planet. And like I said, they're all different messages for different peoples at different times.
Yeah,
Okay? And I believe in Jesus Christ, the Heavenly Father, and the Holy Spirit.
Is that
He
his real
saved me
name?
from my sins, and I'm going to heaven when I die. But I tell you what, there's
Is
too
that-
much fucking war in this world,
There's
and it's
only
all
one
comes from
God.
religion. God bless you all. Have a good day.
Is that his real name?
There's only one God.
That's right. Only one God, but he gives 7 messages to different people at different times.
I think he got some.
God only gave one message to his people.
We couldn't even have a real conversation with him. I think that he.
Man, look, this how fucked up the world is, right? That's a goddamn Edomite, and he out here talking about he believe in some whoever he's just said, God from Arabia.
But he said that Buddhists. He said Jesus Christ is
Okay.
the same as Buddhists. But that dude keep circling around. He said Jesus Christ is. I mean, we can't even have a conversation with him. He looked like he something wrong with him. You know, you just gotta let them go. You ain't gonna get nowhere. The dude got a full army fatigue shirt on and talking about war. He's just gonna get judged, man. He's just
That's
gonna
it.
get judged. You know, ain't nothing you can do for him. You'll be wasting your time. You know. I wanted to kind of like interact with him and see about the whole Christmas thing and see if he celebrate Christmas because he was talking about Merry Christmas, but he said he believed in Jesus Christ. So of course we were going to show him where you're not supposed to follow Christmas, but we couldn't even get to that. You know? It's just what it is.
He
man.
just believe he exists. He don't believe in the law, statutes, and commandments.
But he believe he gonna be saved. You see what the saying? You see the crazy hypocritical shit. Then we got this dude circling around the corner and shit like that, man. Some weird shit. And
Trying to offer us presents and shit.
and he just said that Jesus Christ is the same as Buddha pretty much. I'm like, wait, that's two different gods.
Exactly.
Two different things about them, two different beliefs. But he said, oh, it's one God, but he gave different messages to different people. When was that, man?
Exactly.
See, and that's that's the blasphemy, you know. But they really think that way, though. You got pagan gods. You got Bala. That's a pagan Satan god. You mean to tell me that that's the same as who the world annually calls Jesus Christ? He just gave different messages to. That shit sounds goofy, man. But
There's only
shit.
one God, like you said. And he only gave one message.
The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This Matthew 25, verse 1, we run it back. It says, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them was wise and 5 foolish. That they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept.
So we got 10 virgins, right? This is a parable, right? So it just, now we going into the judgment of our people, right? We already went into the judgment, let you know that the Lord, he's definitely for certain going to judge the nations for what they've done to us, right? But he also going to judge his people for what they are not doing, which is not coming into the law, statutes, and commandments. And the 2/3 would be considered the 5 unwise virgins, right? Because you got camps all around the globe pretty much preaching the gospel, and the main message is come back into the law, statutes, and commandments. Stop celebrating these holidays. Stop doing wicked and abominable things. Come into the dietary law. Stop eating abominable things, right? But they not choosing to hear it, right? And then you got the other 5, the 5 wise ones, who hearing it and they getting out here and they trying to contribute to the body and spreading the word.
And stop following these heathen. Because when you follow these heathen and you want to be one with them and you want to mix with them, it talks about this in First Maccabees, right? This is what happened. They lead you to follow people like whoever the fuck he said he followed. So if you arm to arm with him and you mix it with him, and if you going out with him and you kicking it with him and you becoming one with these other nations, pretty soon you'll start to believe what he's talking about. Hey man, tell me about that man that you was talking about that went to a cave and talked to the Lord. And he'll start breaking it down and he'll make it seem like it's real, like he just did. And the next thing you know, you'll start thinking about it, and then you'll start remembering details about it, and next thing you know, you'll start believing it, man.
Right. And, and that's why the Lord made us a holy people, a separate people, right? Because we don't need to be, because these heathens, they believe in all different types of crazy shit.
Yeah, like you just said.
You know what I'm saying? They believe in all different types of crazy shit. They do crazy shit. Like as far as our culture go, right? We learn our culture through the Bible. We never did a lot of the shit that we is accustomed to as a people today, right? Our culture was never that. We was a culture of kings and priests. You know what I mean? Like we had morals.
And then he's a fucking devil because, I mean, come on, you a grown ass man. You saying that you believe in something, but then you don't want to stand on it. Then he did the whole the black woman shit. When you try to break down the truth to them,
Yeah.
and then they get to talking over
Loud
you,
and
and then I'm trying to have a conversation. I'm asking you a question. I'm letting you say your piece. I'm asking you, what's that? I never heard of that false god or whatever. Never heard of that shit, right?
Yeah.
And then he breaking it down. Then he want to get to talking all crazy and all loud and walk off and storm off. It's like, bro, you don't even really believe in what the fuck you're saying. That's called being bugged out, man. That's a perfect example of being bugged out. You want me to get the keep going on it?
No, that was it on that.
But verse 5 again says, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept, and that's where we are right now.
Yeah, that's the 2/3
right now. It says, at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye.
All right, shalom to Brother Kanash.
Brother Kadash.
We'll start off by giving our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakadash. Back out here another week to spread the gospel, wake up our people, and let them know that judgment is coming, right? That's the title of today's camp. Judgment is coming, right? Now, judgment is coming for the earth, right? Judgment is coming for the earth, and everybody got their judgment coming. Every people got their judgment coming. Us being the Israelites, God's chosen people, the so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and the Hispanics, we got our judgment. We got 2/3 got their judgment coming, right? For not coming into the truth, following the law, statutes, and commandments. And then the rest of the earth got their judgment coming for what they did and the part they played in the oppression of the Israelites, right? So judgment is coming for everybody. Ain't no escaping. The only people that can escape is the remnant. You have to be an Israelite and you have to be chosen by the Lord, right? And you got to be doing the work. That's the only way you can escape. Other than that, you're going to have your part in the lake of fire. You got something to say?
Oh, yeah. You know, judgment is a great thing. You know, because with that judgment, we get our vengeance. I just did a video speaking about our vengeance, right? And people are trying to take our vengeance away. I just seen, I was watching before we started camp, a guy was talking about Japan pretty much backing the African Americans to get reparations. So they're trying to push for us to get reparations, you know. So, but when I was watching it, I couldn't help but just to think that, what about judgment though? It's not just them giving us money and reparations or however they gonna do it. If they actually do it, it's about judgment. They have to be judged for the things that they did.
Right, because the Lord gonna give us our reparations.
Yep.
We're not gonna get it on this side. Just like it said in the book of Deuteronomy that no man shall buy you, right? No man shall save you. We're not gonna get. Ain't nothing on this side is gonna work in our favor as far as reparations or none of that. They can't pay us back for what they done to us.
Facts.
In no way, shape, form, or fashion. That's why the Lord got to come back and He got to execute vengeance.
Right. And can I say, yeah, because even if they give us money, the money has their face on it, and they have control of the money. So it's not true reparations. You know, true reparations is everything that happened to us that happened to them, and that is the judgment of the Lord.
The money operates the system, and the system is controlled by the people who runs the money.
Yep.
So either way it go, we still gonna be under them. That's what we trying to come out of, from underneath them.
The gift destroys the heart. that's what they're trying to do. And they may actually come with some type of reparations because a gift destroys the heart. They might try to do that to calm more people down because it's a big push right now, a big awakening happening with the Hebrew Israelites. And in order to calm more people down and split up a lot of people, because you're going to have a lot of sellouts, right? And just like Judas Iscariot, there's a judgment for selling out. You know, but if they come with reparations, but they say, look, you get your reparations, but it's going to be on the MOTB. You got to take the MOTB, and it's going to be loaded right onto there. $300,000 each person.
Crafty counsel.
Yep.
They take crafty counsel. Crafty counsel. If I'm not mistaken, that's Psalms 83.
Ready for this? Yep. Verse 7. This is Jeremiah chapter 50. Verse 7, all that found them have devoured them, and their adversary said, we have fed not, because they have sinned against the Lord in the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers.
So all that found them have devoured them. So every nation, right, have played a part in the oppression, like I was just saying earlier, of the so-called Negroes, the 12 tribes, right? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, right? You go into your nearest ghetto, right? You see everybody got their hand in the pot, but us. The gas stations, the Arabs own the gas stations, the liquor stores, the Chinese people, the Moabites, they own the hair stores, the beauty supplies. You know what I'm saying? The white man own the banks. Where we get our hand in the pot at? We don't, right? So, and all of it is set up because they understand how America, the so-called white man, has gotten rich, and it was off the backs of the so-called Negro. The so-called Negroes, Native American Indians, and the Hispanics.
Verse 8: remove out the midst of Babylon and go forth out the land of the Chaldeans and be as the he-goats before the flock. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return. You want me to break it?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah, because you want the next one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so just like in Revelation chapter 17, these nations are going to burn her with fire, right? They're allies right now, but they're going to turn against Mystery Babylon and burn her with fire. So the Lord's going to cause these nations to come together and destroy this place, right? So it's going to take away that power that they got. You know, the great heart rides on top of the beast, but they're going to turn against that great heart and burn her with fire.
Yeah, because they don't even like America anyway. They never did. They just knew that America at one point in time was the powerfulest nation on earth. And so if you can't beat them, you got to join them. But now, they just as equally as powerful, if not more powerful than America, and they know that.
Because the Lord gave them nuclear missiles too. So now they could send their nuclear missiles over. And it don't take, like America could have 1,000 nuclear missiles, and then North Korea could have 5. That 5 is enough. It don't take 1,000. They don't need 1,000. You see what I'm saying? That 5 is enough just to, you know, at least be able to stand their ground. Like he said, they gonna get down and lay down because if you can't beat them, join them. They gonna do that with us in the kingdom too. Yeah, they gonna do that with us. You're gonna have a lot of them that's gonna be trying to cleave to us. That's gonna get down and lay down. It talks about it in Revelations 3 and 9. It says the Lord said He know the blasphemy of them that call themselves Jews but are not. He said, "Behold, He should make them come worship at our feet and know that He loved us." Right. This is Jeremiah 31. What verse one?
Instead of 35 to 37.
35. Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord of hosts is His name. If the ordinance depart from before me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever.
Right there. Yeah, right. So what it's saying is that the Lord, right? We know that the Lord created the sun, moon, and stars, and all of that, right? And if it comes a time period to where He don't no longer have control over the sun, moon, and stars, then that's when us being a nation would depart from where He would stop having favor for us in His eyes, which is never. right? And that's what they think. That's what the other nations think. They think because we sinned against the Lord that they got the right to do to us what they want. Keep going, my bad.
Verse 37. Thus saith the Lord, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundation of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith the Lord.
So if right, we all know that if you get so deep into the ocean, they only explore so much of the ocean, right? They can't go so deep because if you go too deep, the pressure will kill you, right? So they haven't searched out the sea, and they never will be able to search out the sea. And the Lord, and because of that, right? It's a parable of the Lord saying that He would never not choose us, right? We would never not be His people, no matter what it is.
Even though they try to do replacement theory and stuff like that, and say the believers replace the Israel, no, the Israel's always going to be the worst.
Yeah, and that's why they gonna have their part in judgment, right? That's why they gonna get their judgment that they gonna get, because that's how they think. They think, oh, since Israel, y'all forsake the Lord, y'all went against Him, so He not choosing y'all no more. No, that's not true. It just said it right here in Jeremiah 31, starting at verse 35, going down to 37. He would never not choose His people. Yeah.
This is Numbers 23, starting at verse 20. It says,
Or you can start at 20.
20. Behold, I have received commandments to bless, that He has blessed, and I cannot reverse it. He has not beheld iniquity in Jacob, neither has He seen perverseness in Israel. The Lord his God is with him, and the shout of the king is among them.
So He said He have not beheld iniquity in Jacob, right? But we know that the reason why we in the position that we in is because of our iniquity. But that's between us and the Lord, not us and the other nations, right? So that's another reason why, going back into they gonna get they judgment the other nations for what they've done to us.
Yeah, because they think, right, just because, we sinned against the Lord and we got judged for it, right? They think they could do whatever they want to do against us, and then they not going to get judged for the things they do. They think they could escape the judgment.
What's the word I'm looking for? They think that it's okay because we sinned. Like the Lord gave them the A-okay, yeah, go ahead and fuck them up because they sinned against us. I mean, they sinned against me.
And then they think it's okay to keep our people because they want to keep us in sin. Therefore, they could stay over us. They could continue serving themselves of us, right? They continue having power over us as long as they keep us in sin, because they know that our Lord is not going to be with us as long as we're in sin. This is Psalm 79.
Yeah.
Verse 10. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is their God? Let him be known among the heathen, in our sights, by the revenging of the blood of thy servants which was shed.
Right, so that's kind of like a slap in the face, right? Because they've been in control so long, and all of these other nations, right, starting with the so-called white man, been oppressing us for 500 plus years, right? So they're like, so where's y'all God, right? Where's the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that y'all supposedly have? Right, we've been rape robbing
out to meet him. So that's where we at right now. It's tarrying. It feels like it's tarrying, but no man knows the time or the day or the hour, and then the bridegroom gonna come like a thief in the night, right?
That's Ecclesiastes. I'm trying to get it, but I can't spell it.
You got to be prepared. I know it feels like it's tarrying. We out here on the highways and byways in the snow. It's cold as fuck out here. We got hand warmers, but it's cold. And I was thinking about this last night, man. I was just seeing all the bullshit that was happening, going on. Whenever you get on the internet, you just see a lot of bullshit. Even with the whole Tory Lanez was found guilty shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, man, look how the black woman do the black man.
Man.
You know what I mean? And then you just think like, man, Wait till that judgment come, man. Wait till it comes down and it feel like it's tearing. You waiting for it, right? But you gotta keep, like, just like the 5 virgins. You gotta keep that oil. You gotta keep going. So you ain't come all the way this far for nothing. You know, you gotta keep going, man. You gotta finish your course so you could be rewarded. You know, when the Lord does come. The Lord could come back tomorrow. The Lord could come back in a week, 2-3 weeks. You know, the MOTB, they could come out next week and start pushing that hard, right? Elon Musk talking about the narrow chip in 2023. They're gonna start human trials. You know, so the Lord could come back.
March.
Yeah, that's by March. That's less than 6 months. That's like 3 months. The Lord could come back in the next 6 months. So you gotta still keep that oil, man. I know it get hard, but you gotta keep that oil because you ain't come this far for nothing. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 7. It says, "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from the day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance."
Right? He come like a thief in the night. Right? Don't try to wait till the last minute, even though it's gonna be some people that wake up in the last minute, but that might not be you. Right? So we need to come into this truth. We need to come into these ways, the law, statutes, and commandments. Start back living like Hebrew Israelites that we are, since birth biblically, right? And come out of these ways that we've been groomed into all our lives. You know what I mean? Before the Lord come back, and that way you might find favor in the Lord. I know it sounds far-fetched right now, right? Everything, like, you can't see it. You can't see it coming. Right? But it's coming. Believe that.
You don't want to be caught off guard.
You definitely don't want to be caught off guard.
A lot of women, you know, they be looking at the whole Hebrew Israelite thing. They want to come in, but they always putting it off. Well, this gonna be my last Christmas. I'm gonna do Christmas this time.
Yeah, exactly. Or this gonna be my last blunt.
Yeah.
Or this gonna be my last.
They keep
whatever.
putting it off.
Yeah.
You know? They keep putting it off, but you don't know when the Lord gonna come back. You got to jump in this thing. When I learned about it, you know, you ain't going to be on no type of level, but you're going to start putting your best foot forward to try. You know what I mean?
I said 55. What verse? 6.
Verse 6. Isaiah 55, verse 6. "Speak ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near."
Yeah, like we was just saying, don't wait till the last minute. Right? Seek the Lord while he may be found, while the internet letting us continue to put up these videos, right? While we still out here on the highways and byways spreading the message. You know what I mean? That's the Lord, even though he using us as his vessels to speak his word, right? It's still the Lord. He's still amongst us. He's in the midst of his prophets out here speaking, right? We doing his work. That's why we give all praises to the Most High.
Can I say, yeah, and a lot of our people, even here in our small city, Springfield, Illinois, we grew up with a lot of different dudes, right? And they know that we be out here, right? And a lot of them, they believe in some of the stuff we be teaching. They believe in it, you know, because I be seeing a lot of them be like, okay, yeah, that's smooth and everything, but they don't want to come out here because they keep putting it off, man. Well, nah, that ain't for me. That ain't my image. I gotta worry about this. I gotta worry about that. Those are all vain things. All that other shit that you worry about is vain, because all that shit gonna come to an end. Then what are you gonna have? Then the question is gonna be asked, what have you done for the Lord? I'll keep going. Verse 7. It says, "Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon." Ooh, that's
yeah. So forsake your old ways. Stop celebrating holidays. Stop celebrating holidays. Get out of the holiday spirit, right? Stop putting Christmas trees up in your house. Stop eating pork. You know what I mean? Stop carrying on these traditions that was forced into us as a people.
Going off your own thoughts. Oh, I'm gonna get into the truth at this age. Later on, I might come into it when I get straight. Wait till I get my money right, then I might come into the truth.
Yeah.
Nah, put that shit away, man, and return to the Lord right now. He'll pardon your sins.
He'll forget them. They say that in the scriptures.
This is Hosea 13, verse 9. "O Israel, thou hast destroyed thyself, but in me is thy help."
So yeah, we destroyed ourselves. How did we destroy ourselves? We destroyed ourselves for coming out of, right, for breaking the covenant that we made with the Lord, right? And when we did that, we came out of the ways. That's what the law, statutes, and commandments is for. It gives us guidance, right? And so when we came out of that, we destroyed ourselves, right? Because through the Lord is our help, right? As it just said.
Everybody always asks who's going to help us. Who's going to come and help the so-called Negroes, the blacks? And the Lord is our help.
Yeah, because the damn show ain't the white man or neither of these other nations, right? We've been going through this for 500 years. None of that, all of that protesting shit, none of that shit matter, man. They not going, you got to understand that they is in control.
Speak.
Don't nothing shake unless they wanted to, right? But it's really all the Spirit of the Lord, He putting that on them. But when you understand that, but still at the same time, stop looking for help from the same people that oppressed us for 500 years. They oppressed us for 500 years.
When that George Floyd shit happened, they was burning down every city and shit. What did that get us? Where are we now? In the same predicament.
Same predicament. A lot of times they don't even bring up a lot of the that shit's still happening right now. They just don't broadcast every one of them.
And they did all that rioting, and eventually everybody that was doing that shit went back home, and we still in the same predicament. That's not going to get you salvation.
Man.
That's not your help. Your only help is to follow the Lord. You return back to the Lord. That's how you take down the system. Not by burning it or nothing like that ourselves. The Lord's going to do that, right? This is Zechariah 13, verse 7. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the man that is my fellow, saith the Lord of hosts. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered. And I will turn my hand upon the little ones. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
2 out of every 3 Israelites is going to be cut off for not hearing what we out here saying right now.
Here in Mystery Babylon.
Here in Mystery Babylon, right? America. And they're going to be cut off for not hearing what we saying out here right now, and all the rest of the brothers telling us to come back into the ways of the Lord, right? But they're going to choose to do what they want to do. So the Lord already, He prophesying that this is going to happen, right? Our job is just to
we're just a vessel of the Lord.
To wake up the remnant, right? Because this is already talked about. This is already said, right, by the Lord Himself.
So that's a majority, isn't it?
Yeah.
A majority is going to be cut off.
So that's like 65%. Like 65-something% of the Israelites is going to be cut off.
Mm-hmm. But we understand a lot of our people ain't going to get it, but it's just for the elect.
But we still got to get out here and do it, because we don't know who the elect is.
Yep, facts. This is verse 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They should call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they should say, the Lord is my God.
And that's that remnant. That 1/3 that's left, that's gonna be the portion of the Lord's people that's gonna be up in the chariots watching this place burn. It's gonna literally look like a lake of fire.
And that's gonna be judgment.
And that's gonna be judgment on the nations and our people.
And we gonna have to sit there and watch. Our people burning.
We got family down here. We got family here. You know what I'm saying? All loved ones,
But we didn't try to warn them, didn't we?
Definitely didn't try to warn them. I'm pretty sure majority of the brothers that's in the truth, majority of their family right now probably sitting up underneath a Christmas tree, opening presents right now. Got their Santa Claus hats on, drinking eggnog.
Eating cookies.
Got the kids, don't even know how they just leading the kids astray.
Today is they little holiday shit, ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah, today they little holiday shit. What we doing? We out here on the highways and byways.
You know, getting
the cold, teaching the truth.
ears numb.
You think ain't no reward for that? This ain't in vain, man.
Come.
This ain't in vain. That's Isaiah 28.
Yeah.
Isaiah 28, verse 15. It says, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come into us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
Yeah, because we live in this false sense of Babylon juice reality that us celebrating Christmas ain't no sin. Us celebrating Thanksgiving ain't no sin. Right? But the Bible tells you that it is a sin, and the wages of sin is death. So you're making a covenant with death. Right? And that's what that's going into. Making a covenant with death because you're choosing to sin. And that's why the Lord prophesied that 2/3 is going to be cut off. They're going to have to be.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth should not make haste. Judgment also I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet, and the hell shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the waters shall overflow the hiding place.
So the hell shall sweep away the refuge of lies, which is still the 2/3, right? All of these false doctrines, you know what I'm saying? All of the non-believers, right? Y'all gonna get swept away by the hell. Now the hell is the nuclear missiles, right? And it's gonna melt this place. Repent or be melted.
And if we be those men, look, all it's gonna be is, look, we trying to warn you. When everything was good and you could go to work and pay your bills, you know, everything was good, you ain't want to come into this truth. But we gonna be like, man, we tried to warn you. We was telling y'all this was coming. When all hell break loose, people gonna be looking for us. But it's gonna be a famine of the word. People gonna be looking to and fro through the whole earth, looking for us, saying, man, look, they was saying this. They was trying to warn us.
Yeah, because prophecy's gonna start speaking to people.
Yep.
Right, it's gonna start unfolding right before your eyes. You know what I'm saying? The truth can't be hidden. Right? It might be hidden for a little while, but not forever. Right? All the prophecies that the Bible speaks about is gonna come to pass. The 2/3 gonna get destroyed, the nation's gonna be judged, and the remnant gonna be saved. And it's all gonna happen in front of people's faces. Where you're gonna see it slowly but surely unfold. Got anything else? That was it. Hopefully this was an edifying video. Judgment is coming. We're gonna end it off by giving our praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.